Hey, what's up guys? Viral here. This video is gonna be about Rune Gearing Guide. I know I've made one of these before, but I wanted to make another one and update it because some things have changed. And that I would like to let you know about. And so this will kind of just ties into my gearing guide that I made earlier, the PvP gearing guide in general for gear. Now this will be runes. So I'm just going to go through each gear piece and tell you what you should be runing and what choices you have. Okay, let's start with the head then, if I can pull out the restore, because I'm going to need it a lot. Go to PvP consumables and go to, just say, so let's say 50. Okay. Now if I remember all these things, let's see. So for your head, there's choices here. You have the Lustrous Potent Rune, Strength 55, and if you can't afford that, you can get Guard's Stalker Rune from the store, which is 11 Dexterity, 9 Vengeance for 12.5 K favor. Now the Strength is superior, but if you can't afford it, just go Guard's Stalker Rune. And these enchants, these ones, the favor ones, can just be found in the restore under the PvP consumables section. Okay. So yeah, Lustrous Potent Rune can just be bought off the auction house or be made. So 55 strength, that's what you should be running. This is for rogues too. So, all right. For your cape, now the one that I run is Mercenary Subtle Stitching, which is again in the restore for 33,000 favor, 16 endurance, 24 vengeance. That's what you should be running. However, if you are more of a PvEer and you like to grind notoriety and stuff, you can go to the equipment section and go to, if I remember it's the correct, and then you go to runes. You can get the cape version, which is the Kajiri Rune of Dexterity. This one, 35 Dexterity, 19 Endurance. It's better than the 16 Endurance, 24 Vengeance. But so if you have, or if you want to take the time to grind it, I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna do it. I stick with PvP runes because I just don't like. I hate PvE. I absolutely hate it. I just get bored, and I don't want to take the time to grind this. So if you want to take the time, go ahead, get the better enchant. But otherwise, just stick with Mercenary Subtle Stitching. Okay, so let me go back to the PvP section. Consumables. Change the level. So, by the way, you will need to change the level to see these type of enchants. Keep in mind, change it to 50. Sorry, to see everything. So, the Myrmidon shoulder pads, the best one you can be running is the Lustrous Death Rune. Again, it's bought off the auction house. It's 55 Dexterity. And I believe there might be another one in here. I can't remember. I haven't done this in a while, so let's see. I believe it's right here. You can buy its Library of the Rune Masters, 11 Dexterity, 9 Vengeance, which you can buy off the restore for favor. If you don't want to spend the money, go ahead and just get that. But really, you should be running the Lustrous Death Rune. And at the by the way, for each of the lustrous runes I go over, so Lustrous Potent, Lustrous Death, Lustrous Wrathful, there are other versions called Empyrean with the same name, so it'd be Empyrean Wrathful Rune, Empyrean, if it loads, I'm lagging here really badly. I'm lagging really badly. My frame rate is 4 FPS. I don't know why I'm lagging, but wow. That's really bad lag. If I can move. Okay, I don't know why it's lagging like this, but I can still try to do the video. I'm gonna try to get to the wall here and just stare at it, so that might help. God, I don't know why it's lagging so badly. Okay, well, let's still try to do the video. But like I was saying, the Lustrous runes have other versions, like, okay, why is it on Crossfire? There it goes. Like Empyrean versions, so which are cheaper and they just have a little less stats. So I don't know the exact stats. So you know the Empyrean Death Rune would probably gives dexterity, but just at a lower amount. Okay. So either get the lustrous one or get the one from the restore for the favor, which is a little worse. Now, Myrmidon's chest guard. For your chest, you should be running the Lustrous Wrathful Rune, dexterity 45, attack power 22. Your other choice is the Empyrean. That's about it. There is no... God, this is horrible. There is no other choice here. God, there's no other rune in here that for your chest that you can buy for favors, so just stick with that. Now, the gloves are next, so you should be running the Lustrous Steadfast rune, which is 96 crit. Again, there's an Empyrean version that you can choose to buy off the auction house for less. God, this is really bad lag. Sorry. Now, I believe, guys, this loads. Come on. Oh my God, this is just killer. It selects. Oh, there we go. I'm back to normal-ish. That was, no, maybe not. I don't know. Well, this is going fast. But back to the back to the video. There is no enchant that you can buy for favor from here, so you're gonna have to use the Steadfast rune, okay, or the Empyrean. So that's what you should be using, the physical crit one. Now, for your belt, you should be using the Battle Forged Fury rune, which will give you 12 dexterity and 15 vengeance, which again is on the or not on the auction house, on the restore. It's the Battle Forged Fury rune, and it is, if I can find it right. No, that's not where it is. God, I don't know where. Battle Forged Fury rune. Well, I do know it's one of the ones that you can buy off the restore for favor. It's what you want to be running. There is a better one, however. I know the Battle Forged can be bought on here. I just don't know where. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Should be right. Cape, feet. I might have to lower the level a bit here. Let me just make sure. I'll just make it 40 real quick. But you can buy off the. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. It's level 48. I just didn't have it. Oh, sorry, wrong one. It's level 48. I had the level range set wrong, so my bad on that. So you have to change your level to just 40 or 48 so you can see this one. It's 18.8k favor, and it gives you 12 dexterity and 15 vengeance. That's what I'm running. However, there is a better one you can run. Again, if you're into PvE and you like grinding, you go to the equipment runes, and you can use the Caretaker's rune of dexterity. I have this, but I don't have them glorified, so if you want to do that, go ahead and grind them. It's not too bad of grind, so you might want to choose to do that. It's up to you, but that's the better enchant. As for the legs, let me go back here. Consumables, let's make this 40 this time. So as for the legs, you should be running the Lustrous Tower rune. And again, there's an Empyrean version. What it gives is 45 strength, 22 attack power. That's the best one you can be running. Only one you should be running, so stick with that. Alright, the next one for your feet is the Lustrous Intrepid rune for 71 crit power. You should be running this. You can do the Empyrean version if you want, but stick with the Lustrous. Now, if you don't want to, if you can't afford that, it's too much, then go ahead and just get the Mercenary Shadow Souls, which is 31 endurance and 13 vengeance from the restore for 33,000 favor. So if you don't want to spend the money on that, just get the Mercenary Shadow Souls. For your weapons, on all three, bow, daggers, axe, whatever you use, you should be using the Lustrous Rage Rune Shard, which gives you 43 attack power. There is an Empyrean version, which gives a little less. I believe it's 32 or 30. I don't remember the exact amount. 30-ish, something-ish. So go ahead and get that on all three if you want. This is the only one you should be using on your weapons. Now for the neck, the only way you can get an enchant on your neck is through PvE. I know it sucks, but just go to the runes, go to the neck enchants, and it is. I decided to grind this because the grind is really easy. It's not bad. It's the Eternal City Survivors, and it gives you 35 dexterity and 19 endurance. So as you can see, that's on my neck. Now the trinket, again, the only way you can get an enchant on this is through PvE. You got to do notoriety grinding again. So you just scroll on down, and you have the trinket. It's with Imperial Alliance. The grind sucks. I started it but stopped. That's why I only have the Imperial rune of minor dexterity. But if you want to keep grinding, go for the glorified and get 35 dexterity and 20 endurance. So that's the best. For your rings, again, let's say, so the brass knuckles, so let me go home, PvP, consumables, right here, For 360 Warlord marks, 33 favor, you can get it. It's 20 vengeance on each one. However, again, there is a better one you can get from... Oh god, it's lagging again. There is another one. If I clicked on the one. You can get from the runes section, PvE runes, and it's scroll down. Yakiati runes of dexterity. You got to be glorified again, so it gives you 18 dexterity, 10 endurance. That's superior to the 20 vengeance. Okay. Now, for the... Okay, so here we go on the seal. You can enchant your synergy crystal. I know it sucks, whatever. But for your seal, you're going to be using the Lustrous Rage Rune Shard, okay? Which is the same one that was on your weapons. Now, there are a couple choices here. You could run that, or you can run the PvP consumable, which is Leafy's Reprisal, and it's 40 Vengeance. Now, you can choose to run that, but the 43 attack power is better. Now, if you're into PvE and you love it, or you like taking the time to do that, you can get the Hail Lull seal increase, which is a whopping attack power of 45. So you're gonna get 2 more attack power if you grind for this. I'll let you decide if you think that's worth it. Obviously, I didn't, so I'm never gonna do that. Okay. So those are the runes you should be going over. Oh, and one more you should be looking at. I almost forgot, on your planar focus. So you can put a rune on there. It's 50 resist of any type you want. You can only choose one. I decided to go with fire resist because of pyros, but you can do water for sins. I mean, you can do air resist. You can do death. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. So. Choose whichever one you like the most. Again, it's only you got to buy planarite, so 30k planarite and 7,500 stones. Okay, so that's everything you can enchant. Okay, now I still want to go over though the dream orbs. So let me I'm not lagging anymore. That was bad lag. Let me run this way real quick. I'm gonna show you. Oh, loading. Okay, that was weird. Okay.
Welcome.
Okay. So let me talk to this person. So dream orb. So here we go. So you can get these from the dream orb. Like, they're pretty pricey here. Let's see. Nope. Let me type in greater so I can get rid of the other ones. So the cheapest here is 49 for the unit price. So you always want to get the cheapest, obviously. So what greater dream orbs do is they give you random stats on your helmet, neck, shoulders, and cape. So for example, on my dream orb, I have 38 dexterity, 16 attack power. Using my cape, I have 40 dexterity, 22 endurance, 44 dexterity, 18 attack power, and 39, 16 attack power. Now these stats are great. You want to get them on your. You want to use the dream orbs. Now there's a couple things I want to go over here. Since it's random, you don't know what you're going to get, so the stats vary. It could be just straight dexterity. It could be dexterity attack power, which is the best for us. Dexterity as a second. There's endurance. There's dexterity endurance. So those are the ones that you can get. I don't like that I have dexterity endurance on here, but I didn't have the money, as you can see, to get more. It's not worth it. So, you know, you want to get at least some stats on there, so go ahead and spend them. Now, let me warn you before though. These do scale with your gear. So, for example, if I use the Greater Dream Orb on my Freelancer piece, let's say on my Freelancer helmet, it will give me lower stats than if I use it on a Warlord helmet, a Myrmidon helmet, or a Relic helmet. So depending on what tier it is, you will get better stats. So if I upgrade this helmet and then use a Greater Dream Orb, I will get better stats than this. You just have chances at higher stats. So, and when I say that, I mean, like, as a Myrmidon helm, I can't get some of the stats that the Relic Myrmidon can get that are higher, okay? So, just a heads up, just so you know about that.
Farewell.
Yeah, that's really all there is to Rune Gearing, a rune guide as well, and Dream Orbs. I already talked about that in the previous video where you upgrade your weapons or your configuration cells, so that's really about it as enchantments go. Now, I do want to say this real quick. You can put other enchantments on your gear. like temporary enchantments, like Weapon Shield, which you get from water tier. Right here, weapon shield right here, which reduces duration of disarm effects by 1 second. Always good. You always want your disarm reduced by 1 second. That's great. Just the extra 10 endurance stabs. So that's just an extra chance. And then obviously your consumables. Now let me say there are other consumables like the exceptional whetstone, which gives you 125 attack power. So again, the PvE enchants are better, which is kind of stupid, but you know. Anyway, that's all there is to Rune Gearing, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was helpful, and as always, thank you for watching. Alright, see ya.